Hello, this training video is on using the new resource reservation calendar for staff to reserve resources primarily for classroom use. If you know that the event you want to reserve the resource for should be on the staff calendar so that all staff can see it, might involve other staff and so forth, then you want to email the building secretary in charge of facilities and have them put it on the staff calendar instead of putting it into the resource reservation calendar. Before we get into the video or into the training, I want to show you one thing that will help you increase the quality of the video that you're viewing. In the bottom right corner there should be a gear icon, settings icon. Choose the highest quality that's available for you to see the highest quality video. So how do we get into the resource reservation? On the district internet, choose the staff tab. There will be an icon here very soon for resource reservation. That will take you to this screen. So the first step in reserving a resource is to see if it's already reserved or if it's open on the calendar. So it takes you to the facilities calendar. Pick the month and pick staff self-service. That's the set of resources that staff can reserve and auto-reserve without any other approval needed. Pick the location, and if you want to pick the specific resource, that's optional, otherwise it'll show you all those that are available. Pick the resource and you must check availability, and it shows you then the availability during that month of all that resource and when it is and when it is not available. Your second step then is to actually reserve the facility. You do that by clicking the Request Facilities button at the top. The username is RLStaff. The password is the same, RLStaff. All lowercase. First step in reserving the facility is to give it a name, the event a name. If you've used it in the past, you can select the one that you've already used. You can see that the suggestion is to use your last name plus something that indicates what the activity is about. So in this case, I'm going to use Amy Pelly and class activity because it is not something that's already been used in the past. Name it, save and continue. Your second step is to pick dates on a specific start and end time range. I would start by picking the start and end time. You'll notice that when you pick the end time, it does not automatically think that you want to stay in the same AM or PM, so you might need to check this and make sure that it's the right time frame you're looking for. When you pick dates, you can just click on the dates that you want. You can unselect dates by clicking them again. You can pick an entire week by clicking on the week header. Click it again to unselect it. And if you want all Wednesdays for the entire year, then that's the way you do it. You can unselect any one in particular as well. If you need a contiguous range or a days in a row, you can hold that one, click that one and then hit your shift key to click the ones in between, and again individually pick apart those that you don't need. So I'm just going to pick two dates, the 6th and the 13th, and I'm going to save and continue. If you know that you need another time range and some dates on the other time range other than 8 to 9 o'clock for instance, you will need to click add dates and times again, which allows you to enter a second time range and pick the dates on that second time range. Second step then is to obviously choose the location. So on the first date record, go to the location column and pick select. Choose your building and click view to see the list of locations that you can auto-reserve. Pick the location or locations that you'd like to. It shows you if there are going to be any conflicts there at the date and the time that you picked, and so it doesn't allow you to select those. And you simply do a book either here or here, and it gives you that location. When you're finished with that, click submit and exit, and you've actually booked the location. It's not a bad idea if you want to check to see if it actually got reserved, is to go to your facilities calendar and check it. Go into September, staff self-serve, Rice Lake High School. I believe it was the blue lab that we picked. Check availability, and there it is, listed in the calendar. If you wish to edit or delete your reservation, You need to be on the Request History tab, which it takes you to automatically after you actually finish the request. Pick the record that it's yours and edit the record if you need to make any changes, and then submit and exit when you're all done. If you need to delete that one for some reason, in your request history, choose the record, check delete, and collect delete selected, and your facility is reserved. When you're all finished, feel free to sign out or just close your browser, and you're finished selecting and reserving the facility. Thus ends this video. Thank you very much.